Welcome back to Weekend Prime, and let's now get to your favorite weekend segment, Health Digest. Now, they say the only way one can definitely determine their HIV status is through a HIV test. But have you ever wondered what happens when the HIV test results conflict, in that one test is reactive and a subsequent or confirmatory test is negative? On this episode of Health Digest, Gloria Milimu examines the distress and anxiety that an indeterminate HIV test can cause and why it is advisable to visit a healthcare provider for more advanced tests in order to accurately distinguish whether you have HIV or not.
"23-year-old Alma, a name that we shall call this lady from Nairobi County in order to protect her identity, clutches on the bottles of antiretroviral medicines she discontinued taking almost a year ago. For her, they are a reminder of the torment that the pill burden can have on someone living with a lifelong condition like HIV. Besides that, she believes that her HIV test results were inconclusive and was allegedly wrongfully put on the lifelong medications.
According to me, I am not positive. According to my body, the behavior of my body, there is a time we were like 5 people in this house. A lady working for me, my friend was here, her child. They were all sick. They had flu, all of them, except me. Even my daughter had flu. We share a bed with her. Everyone had flu except me. So what's the explanation? I thought that when you are HIV positive, your body is compromised, your immune is compromised. It affects you fast and faster.
Her case mirrors what majority grapple with when their test results conflict, leaving them in a dark and shadowy world that constantly leaches on doubt and uncertainty.
Okay, if we do a test and it's positive, that's still okay. And at all, if it comes negative, then it's really going to be a bigger problem, because now this is medical negligence.
We, however, wanted to help clear this uncertainty and proposed a HIV self-test that can be done at the comfort of one's home or in a private location. Within a few minutes of conducting the rapid test, the results were out, indicating that HIV antibodies had been detected in the sample tested. But since these results need to be confirmed with a laboratory-based blood testing, we proceed to have a more advanced test as recommended by a healthcare provider that KTN consulted after the rapid test.
Here we'll do for you the ELISA test.
At the laboratory scientists begin the meticulous process of helping Alma get a definitive diagnosis. First, blood sample is drawn and taken to the main lab for analysis. Here, a special machine processes the sample without requiring any human interaction. And a few minutes later, it is pushed to the next station, ready for further analysis using the ELISA machine. And as the process continues, another rapid test is conducted on the side.
The HIV ELISA test ran on the machine. It came out positive, but we need to confirm again. We can't just depend on that alone and release the result as positive. Yeah, so we have to do a secondary test. That's for a case that's usually the rapid kit. So we did the rapid, and as you can see, the rapid is also positive.
After the ELISA test is complete and ready, the next step entails delivering the results to Alma. And Dr. Ahmed Kalebi, a senior pathologist in Nairobi, begins the process of helping her internalize the findings. He clearly explains what it means and the next crucial steps she will require in order to help her take charge of her health. He says it is not uncommon for HIV test results to be conflicting. Factors such as very early testing that entails testing too soon after potential exposure, gross reactivity that happens when one has other viral infections or is on certain medications can cause screening tests to react falsely. Similarly, contamination of self-tests can also lead to invalid readings.
If one rapid test is positive, you need to repeat with a second rapid test. If both are positive, the government protocol now is to do a third test to confirm. So that you have 3 consecutive, then you're told you are truly positive, because it's unlikely that you'll have 3 different tests all being positive if you are false, if you are not positive. In other words, it's difficult to get a false positive result if you have tested with 3 different kits.
In such instances, an ELISA test is often recommended, though further tests can be conducted for people who are suspected to be HIV positive, but their results for ELISA and rapid tests are negative.
Now, in hospitals or labs like ours, we don't use rapid tests as the first line. We use ELISA. Now, the reason why we use ELISA, because ELISA tends to also be much more sensitive, but also more specific, which means it tends to give less false negative. Or rather, it tends to give less false positive and less false negative. In other words, if you test with ELISA and you are positive, you are most likely to be positive. If you test with ELISA and you are negative, you are most likely to be negative. If you test with ELISA and you are negative, then you are told you are negative, but remember the window period. So usually it's advised that if you are worried about having HIV, come and repeat after another 2 to 4 weeks. Some people might also be positive, but they doubt the results of the ELISA or rapid test, and in that case then we do the molecular test to also confirm, particularly if they do the viral load and the viral load is low. Remember, somebody can be positive, but their viral load is very low and the antibody levels can be low, and some tests can miss that, particularly people who are on ARVs or people who have taken pre-exposure prophylaxis PrEP.
Generally, there are different categories of tests that healthcare workers use to determine someone's HIV status. If you suspect that you may have potentially been exposed to HIV, it is advisable to get tested. Self-test is just the first step. Ensure you undergo further or confirmatory testing in order to ensure clinical accuracy. Gloria Milimu, KTN.